Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Living and Thriving with T. If you are new here, this is Living and Thriving with T, and my name is Taiwo A Ajibola, aka Omo Baba G. Anyway, guys, thank you for stopping by to this channel. If you don't know what we do here, this is a lifestyle vlog, a faith-based vlog, and Bible stories, things we need to know, random things, morals, and all of those things. And I'll be asking questions and answer about things, random things that you want to know. Yeah, guys. So let's get into this video. And thank you very much for those that have watched my last video, my introductory video. Thank you very much. I love you guys. And if you have not subscribed, guys, please subscribe. Please, what are you waiting for? And by the way, can we please get this YouTube channel to 500 subscribers in 30 days, guys? Please just subscribe, like and share, please, and of course make a comment. I love you and there's nothing you can do about it, so please do the needful. All right, so let's get into today's video. We're going to be talking about Hamman and Modeicai. Yeah, basically we're going to be talking about Hamman and Modeicai. I'm sorry I have kata, but I must do this video today. So we are going to be talking about Hamman and Modeicai. Now the scripture, that means as in Esther chapter 6, the scripture mentioned that it started by that night. The version I read started by that night the king could not sleep. Now okay, let's get to the story. The king could not sleep, and then he asked his guards to bring the book of I would say the book of remembrance, literally, but it's history book. The king asked that they bring it to him, and guys, these people were reading what he has done, and it got to a point where they read that Mordecai had done something. Don't forget that Mordecai is Esther's uncle. Mordecai had done something to the king to help the king. He had exposed two of the king's private guard that wanted to get him assassinated and all of that. And then he asked, has anything been done to him? Oh, they said no, and blah blah blah, yada yada yada, all those stories. Now, so the king was thinking about what to say, and then Hamman shows up. Don't forget that Mordecai is just a guy that sits at the palace gate. I mean, obviously somebody that works, maybe, like, let's just assume that he's a cleaner. I mean, he's one of the lowest people in the palace that just sits at the palace gate. I mean, literally practically lives there, right? So now Hamman, on the other hand, is part of the king's official. Let me say, in these days, is like a chief. Let's say Olori and Oleyotun. If you don't understand Yoruba, honestly, I don't know what Oleyotun is. I'm right hand chief. I don't know, but let's just continue, guys. I don't know why I'm laughing. All right, so he came in, and then the king asked him, "What do you think we can do to somebody that has been so good to the king and was not rewarded?" And of course, Hamman thought he was the one. So Hamman, in this context, did something that was very funny, because he felt it was the one. So what he actually wanted was what he told the king. I mean, he felt like he has everything and all of those yada yada, shere. So he felt like he knew God. He felt like, oh, I mean, is the king, that is the one the king would actually have done this to and all of that. So I mean, he wanted to ride on the king's horse, and then also wear the king's royal apparel. Point number 2 that I want to note out is this: why would Hamman want to ride on the king's horse? Why? Was it for a good cause? Definitely not. Because I mean, for him to actually have said that, that literally means that he has been thinking about it, or that thought has come to his mind. I don't know, this is just my thought. Or if you have anything against anything aside this, please share. So I mean, Hamman was, he wanted that, and then the king said, all right, as you have said, do it unto Modeicai. Now Hamman felt insulted. Hamman felt insulted, so he took offense. Now, first thing first, who sent you message? Who asked you to assume that you were the one the king wanted to do it for? Now you had to work with him, shout that this is what the king will do to whom he has pleases, whom he pleases, and all of those share English. Now going to chapter 7, Hamman did not stop at that. Okay, so when Hamman got back home and explained to the wife and his wise advisors, these people advised him to actually let it go. But no, Uncle Hamman said, Nibo, it cannot happen like that. Like, no, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to let this go. Like, why? Because he felt dejected, he felt humiliated, and all that. And the first, nobody say you may say, nobody tell you may overthink. Like, why? Nobody say make you overthink now. So now, after all this sharing, it didn't stop at that though. That was when he went to go and do stop. I think that was before he went to go and before that chapter 6, he had already did something that okay, he didn't want. He signed what's it called, that they should kill all the Jews and all of that. Now, in spite of all of this, Mordecai and Esther were on a journey to make sure that the Jews were rescued. So maybe for Hamman, it wasn't much of anything. It was he just wanted that, oh, this thing gets to the king and then the decree is changed and all of that. Now, Queen Esther went to the king. If I found favor on your side, please do this. And then King Esther went again that, King, this thing has to, I hope this video doesn't have a part, so we'll do like 15 minutes and yeah. Alright, so Queen Esther went to the king and then found favor. Then the king asked him, what's your request and what's your petition? I noted those two things there. That means there's a difference between your request and your petition. King Esther said it and all of that. And then it got to a point whereby I think Queen Esther went to the king again and asked, so somebody is doing this. And I said, who is that person? Hamman. And before you know it, Hamman entered again. My problem is, why is Hamman frequenting the palace every time? Because in that part, I don't want to believe that Hamman is only official the king has, but he was always at the palace. Why? Is the bad one that I want to do? No. So and don't forget that Hamman is somebody that is like this. He get better pride. So after all of this, meanwhile, Hamman had, in fact, this part struck me. Hamman had prepared, the Bible called it a gallows. Me, I will call it a trap. Somewhere where you can, if I'm able to get the picture of what it looks like, I'm going to post it in this video. Something that, okay, let me put it like this. You know what they used to hang thief in movies, actually maybe Nigerian movie anyway, when they say they send this person to sentence by execution, all of those kind of things. Now Hamman made it 75 feet. Now when I check how high 75 feet, that's 75 feet tall, it was between 6 to 8 story building. So I'll stick with 8 story building. Now, but Hamman, you want them to hang your fellow human being like this, on a 8-story building. Even if he fall, will he survive? Even if he, like, those that were even carry him there, if they mistakenly fall, meaning that they are themselves, those people who were going to actually die, literally. Oh. So imagine all of this generation. At the end of the day, long story cut short, when the king realized that, oh, it was Hamman that was doing this, it's Hamman that did this, the queen made a decree. Now, so the better interesting part of this place is that when the king had decreed all of this thing, Hamman quickly went to beg the king, the Queen Esther. Now, when when the king was coming back inside, he saw, Hamman wanted to fall. I think he wanted to fall towards the king. So what he saw towards Queen Esther, what the king saw was, oh, this man still wants to harass my queen. See God, see how God works. Now, immediately they took him, and that same gallows that he had put, that he was coming to the king to tell that, oh, he wanted to execute somebody, was the same thing, like that, was the same guy like this that they used to execute him, Now Hamman, it was not just pride, only second. He did not used to hear word once. Your advisors has told you, your own wife has actually told you not to do it. Let it go. I mean, you would have lived long, right? And maybe the king would have just been mild with his decisions, maybe just remove him as this thing, but he would literally have lived. But no, pride and anger, jealousy got the better part of him, literally. So guys, this is the end of my story. I just want to hear your own view and your own opinion. So my own moral part of this story is that don't do bad before God uses you and do scapegoats. Don't do bad. Do you understand? All right, guys, so these are just what I feel about Hamman and Modeicai. Coming up next, I don't know, maybe Daniel has been ringing my head. And by the way, I have a quick question before I end this thing, and the question is about Nebuchadnezzar. My question is, waiting Nebuchadnezzar sorry guys, waiting Nebuchadnezzar chop, waiting make am feel, when they make him feel like say he don't become God, bro, literally. Anyway guys, thank you for coming to this channel today. Thank you for staying to the end. If you stayed to this end, thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and also comment in the comment section. I'm going to see you guys next time. Thank you very much for coming. I love you guys, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. You say it again. I said I love you guys. Tell me you love you too. Tell me you love me too. Better. Anyways, bye.